Here's some of the things you should look for when you're presented with an option to invest for retirement in PRS or private retirement fund. So taking an example here, the first PRS that made its prospectus available is Huang PRS fund. And on this prospectus, I just direct jump to this page 10. It seems like there is these three core funds. It's called Huang PRS Growth, Moderate, and Conservative Fund, which is catered for different risk appetite and different age group. Now there's another one also called the non-core fund, which is the Huang Aiman PRS Sharia Growth Fund, and it's an equity fund, and it's called a feeder fund, which actually is, for simplicity's sake, I would say a feeder fund is actually a fund that piggybacks on the existing fund, because this Huang Aiman PRS Huang Aiman Sharia Growth Fund is actually an existing mutual fund by Huang, and this feeder fund, in the sense that it just piggybacks on what are the things that already exist for this Huang Aiman Sharia Growth Fund. So that's the thing, because a lot of funds they do not have a existing track record, so it's no surprising that if other PRS provider also employ this strategy to actually have their PRS fund piggybacking on the existing very well performing funds, mutual funds that actually performs well. So, and another thing that why this makes sense is that when you have feeder fund, something like this, when you talk about managing the fund, you can benefit from the economies of scale in terms of fees and stuff like that. So if we can see just from the Morning Star, okay, you can just check what's the performance of this Huang Aiman fund, the feeder fund for PRS. Is the inception date is in about like 10 years ago at the time of this recording, and you can see all some of the details over here. So it is rated 5-star by Morningstar. So this is one of the recommended fund, I suppose, in the universe of unit trust. So we go to page 16 over here. It's the fact that look at these circumstances of withdrawal. Okay, it says that prior to members reaching retirement age, withdrawal can only be requested by the members via one application to the PPA once every calendar year. So once every calendar year, they can request like one withdrawal should you need to withdraw, and this only can happen at least minimum of 1 year after the contribution. And bear in mind that as we have discussed, if you choose to withdraw from the fund for whatever reason before reaching retirement age, you'll be penalized with a 8% tax penalty. It doesn't go to the private pension administrator or even the PRS provider, but it will go to the IRB instead. Okay, this is something very important. It's 8% tax penalty. There's no small amount. So and on page 17, that's the thing. Okay, you can read some of those, but you see that distribution policy and mode of distribution. So if you from a lot of mutual fund, the trustee, it says that it will distribute like dividend every year. So this is what this column states, is that it say the fund will endeavor to declare. Okay, endeavor means it will try its best to declare, but there's no guarantee, and that's true even for the very conservative fund. Yeah, the low risk fund in this PRS funds, family of funds. So as I say, the return is not guaranteed, and the dividends is also not guaranteed. Okay, this is one of the things you should know of, or when anyone is trying to sell you that when you go for conservative fund, there's a guaranteed distribution. No, it's not true. The distribution is actually, distribution policy is, you will only endeavor to guarantee. Okay, so how about the managers? Okay, now in this column you have your designated fund manager. It's someone called David Kong Cheong and Esther Teo. So you see, it's very easy to check whether this fund manager, designated fund manager, is someone of a rookie, okay, a newbie, or someone with a vast experience. So go back to this Morningstar right here. So you see, the manager name for this Huang Aiman Growth Fund is actually the same person, okay, the same two-person fund manager actually manage the fund, and David Kong has been managing this fund since 2002. So in terms of experience, I think there's no doubt on the experience of the fund manager, okay, to manage this fund. So let's go back to okay, let's just wrap this up. Before I wrap up, just go to this point 46, which is very, very important. This regarding all the charges, okay, the charges, the sales charges when you bought into this PRS fund. So the good thing is I've covered in this maybe previously, but the good thing is there's no sales charge, okay, no upfront fees for investing in PRS fund. Okay, as you can see, there's nil. Okay, so Huang is the first to launch, and it sets a benchmark for most of the operator, other PRS provider, right? No sales charge and no what do you call that? No back end charges. However, if you and there's even no redemption charges, so no intra switching fees. Okay, no intra switching fees in the sense that when you if in Huang, okay, you transfer your money between the moderate to conservative to equity fund, there's no charges on that. There's no charge on redemption. However, there is charges when you transfer your money from one PRS provider to another PRS. Let's say you're transferring from Huang to public mutual PRS fund, right? So the transfer charge is about 25 for each transaction, and this charged by the PRS provider, and there is an additional charge of 25 ringgit, which is charged by the private pension administrator, right, the PPA. So when you transfer fund from one provider to another, there's at least a minimum of charges of about 50 ringgit. So bear in mind on that, yeah. So another thing is I want to walk you through this management fee and the trustee fee. Now, management fee, as you can see over here, for this PRS Growth Fund and Aiman PRS Fund, it's the management fee goes up to like 1.8% per annum, okay, of the fund's NAV. And this is where the hidden calories lie, because 1.8% is pretty high if you were to compare to the normal, even in normal equity fund for mutual trust fund available, because normally they charge only like up to 1.5, while the moderate fund of this Huang PRS charge up to 1.5, and the conservative fund about 1.3, which is also pretty high, because moderate fund, I think they charge about like about 1% or so, and 1.3 for conservative fund is pretty high. Yeah? So it seems to me it's like there's a 0.3% spread between what is normally charged for management fee compared to normal unit trust. Because normal equity fund you have 1.5%, but now PRS you have 1.8,
And the conservative fund normally charge about 1%. Now you're 1.3. So to illustrate my point, you see just over here. Don't think here it says front end load fees. Don't think this says a lot about, but let's go to fund supermart. Okay, to illustrate my point. Okay, let's go to one of the very good, let's say Kenanga Growth Fund. Okay, and we can just very quick check on the fund fact sheet. Okay, let's check on the fund fact sheet. Should be in a jiffy, and you can see that the NH management fee highlighted here is about 1.5% for equity fund, growth fund. How about if we were to go to Kenanga, say bond fund, right? Bond fund, very conservative fund, and check at the fund fact sheet. So about like 1%, right? 1% annual management fee. So coming back to here, that's why I say this is quite high. So this is something you should take note of. Okay, management fees. And the other thing was that the trustee fees, you can have a 0.04% of the NAV. Now, 0.04% of the NAV seems low because normally, if you see one of the prospectus of a lot of unit trusts, trustee fee you charge about like 0.08%. Okay. However, okay, there is for this PRS fund, there is another charges which is here, which is a PPA administration fee, and it charged like 0.04% more. Okay, 0.04% more, and this is not available because for mutual trust or unit trust because you don't have a PPA. But we have PPA over here, it charges like 0.04. So we add these two up, add this 1.04 and 0.0 together, you have like 0.08 of additional charges of trustee fee and PPA administration fee combined. And normal unit trust normally charge like 0.08%. So that the combined charges of PPA and trustee fee for PRS is actually similar to what is charged for the normal unit trust, which is about 0.08%. And the last thing I want to be aware of is that in this trust prospect disclosure document, it says that for each and every of this fund, there's a maximum rate of self-charge. Okay, you can actually charge up to 3% of self-charge, even though in the previous pages it says that you have 0% self-charge, but it states that the maximum rate of charge allowable by the deed, you can charge up to actually 3%, okay, of the self-charge of NAV per unit, and the maximum rate of the redemption charge is also 3%. So this is the thing that you should be aware of. Okay, if it charge one day just charge you like 3%, you can't really make noise because it's allowable by the trustee. And the same goes for the management fee. You can charge it up to 3%, okay, instead of like 1.8%. And for the trustee fee, you can charge you up to 1%, and compared to the normal 0.08%. So page 51 of this prospectus, very important to know. So I hope that if you're a unit trust agent or even a PRS consultant or even customer, okay, so you should be aware of all these facts before you put your money in, okay, especially the self-charge, especially what I've actually stated over here. So this is a review from howtofinancemoney.com. I hope this helps. I'll see you again in next article.